Hello to everyone and welcome to all. As time is irrelevant, then this you will know as we step out of Mercury retrograde into the day of the Christ Illumination. So yes, this is a very special time for all as we journey from one moment of time to the next. As everyone has been living with the challenges, passions, expectations, denial, success and keeping their eyes close to that which is around them, the energies have been mixing it up to show you how the creation of thought and experience is all around you. And what have you been doing with all of it? I know many will say I am doing and I am seeing all that is around me. I will say, really? Have you not been seeing it so much that what is around you is concealed as to the energy in which you have concealed it with? Smile. I know many will say and that it is okay, that who am I to say these things? This I tell you. I am no one. I am just Adele and I am being guided to bring. No more, no less. The messages that I am guided to bring. Just as many out and around me are bringing message of light to all. So then I am just a messenger of light. As I see all, they have given to me the visionary messenger to bring the insightful light to all. I have to chuckle at this time and time again. For the last few months I have been going through major changes both physically, structurally and spiritually. As each one of us are asked to give until we find that which is no longer there. Cleansing the soul of all impurities all at the same time, as nothing is to be hidden any longer. It is for the initiate to find that which is their own strength and take back the power which is within, which has been given away to others for them to have the strength to find their own. How many times have you denied the self to give to others? How many times have you given so much and felt that nothing was returned? Smile, for you see it was all returned to you on many levels. It was for you to see as you give unto others. The universe says, so be it, and returns all to you. You just did not see it returned as you had given it out to be. I find it amazing when one will say, I give all the time, when is it my turn to receive? I have to ask, in which did you truly give? For if you give and expect to receive, then it shall never be. But if you give with no expectations, then you shall be rewarded with returns that can match no other. For in all this work that you do, is that not return enough for you? For in this day of the Christ Illumination all shall be returned as it has never been given before, and I am very excited with all of this. Just like you, this is what I have been waiting for. Now, as many of you have been going through the growing pains of this ascension, and we have been fighting for a long time for the light to shine. The light has been promised and it is shining. As we have been journeying through this year, we have been acclimating on so many levels that it has made the head spin for many. Made each one feel as if they need to be made aware of things or need to be somewhere but not knowing where that is or what they should be doing, but they are feeling it. More doors have opened up for individuals to become more clearly aware of their surroundings, gifts, abilities and so much more. That it is exhilarating, and at the same time it is coming so swiftly that it is being cautiously approached by many. All of this is the power of the Holy Spirit within coming alive. Smile, and I for one love it. Have we not seen the triangles of the Holy Trinity exposed to us as last year was closing? Did we not clearly see and know that this is the Christ Illumination that we have been waiting for? For this is the time of the Christ energies, and it shall never be gone again. And with all of this, it is the time for each living soul to step up and out into the truth of the light within and around them. For this is the Christ truth. To be presented all these years with knowing we need to be in the truth of all things within our own selves. And now it is no longer viable to put it on hold, for it shall not allow it. It is about taking back the truth that so many have held back and against one another. It is about taking back the power of your own truth and light from those who have been taking it from you for years of your lifetime here on Mother Earth. And as we just went through Mercury retrograde, I had been saying this one was going to be a strong one. It had strength to it like we have not seen in a long time. With the strength came the time when we must be rid of that which holds us back in our truth and power, and as we take this back from all areas of our life, no one is going to like it. But it must be done to end it once and for all. And as I sit smiling to myself, it is interesting as how we just marked the 9th anniversary of the Twin Towers bombing. A time in all of history that not just those living here in the States will mourn of loss, but all of the world. For you know that it was not just an attack in America, but an attack on the world as a whole. These were the World Trade Twin Towers. Every denomination of human life lived, worked and breathed in those Twin Towers. It was about the threat upon the world as we all come to realize that each of us, no matter where we live in our beautiful world, all were affected by this terror. It changed the way many will view each religious organization. It changed the way we look at our neighbors. It has changed the way we view those who do not think or look like we do. This act has changed us in so many ways that we need to acknowledge before we will ever heal from it. When I was young, the color of my skin was paramount to how I was treated, how I was talked to or viewed. I understand much more than others would think I do. And I know the color of skin is that which the world has changed even more so than before. The way we dress, talk or believe is under scrutiny so much the division of the world population has changed. We all have the childlike quality of our belief structure ripped from us, and the Christ energy has always honored the child within. So what happened? The child within died, and in its place became that which others took from us. A protective knowing that nothing can hurt us, but it did. And this is the mourning I feel each time I hear others move against one another for one thing or another. And now it is the childlike quality of the Christ Illumination to take back its power to say, "This you may never have again, for we are all children in God's eyes and I love you for who you are." This is how we are to heal, to give thanks for all those lovely souls who addressed and had their soul contract be a part of the Twin Towers. The World Trade Center. What did the world trade that day? Did we trade our soul or give up that day? For when you look at your neighbor, what is it that you truly think? Now many of you can say that no, we did not do any of the above, and I honor you for your words. But the words of those voices who were stilled that day and the effects that have followed all these years shows me something so different that I need to look at it on a level of no ego. All claims that it was just Americans who were affected, as I know you will agree. So I ask again, what did the world trade that day? As this Christ Illumination Day is here with us, take the time to sit down and write out all of your personal power and that which others hold over you. And then look at it, process it, and then begin to heal that which has brought about the change within, and celebrate that which has been given to you in all new eyes to see it for the truth of that which it is. It is not your brother and sister next to you. It is not your brother and sister who live hundreds of miles from you who does this to you. For just like you, they live in their world of living, and much has been taken from them each moment of their lives. Just like you, they just want to provide for themselves and their families. To laugh, have full bellies, a roof over their head, and family to love. It is the powers of strength and their greed to win over another that does this to each living soul. To have a hold over the other power, that which they believe make them the best there is. Smile, I know the best there is to love one another body and soul with our hearts that no one can take from us or change. For if we live the change within us, we see the change around us. Be truthful in your change and be loving in all you do to self and others. This day is the day of the Christ. The day in which ends Mercury retrograde. The 12th day in which many view as the day in which to worship the Christ. the day of the 12th in which end and then begins. There were 12 apostles to take the teaching, the words of the Christ, to spread out across the lands, to give to all those to listen and be as the Christ which walks among them. The explosion of the Christ energies is such a powerful energy that as you take and expand your energies on this day in the light of the Christ of love, it too shall go out across the lands in an explosion of Christ energy of light to all levels and all beings of light that it passes through from beginning to completion, illuminating all things and each living soul in love. This is a day of new energies within, for all that has been cleansed and released shall now be filled with a joyous reward of love. To give out and rejoice with love in your heart. For all that shall come back to you magnified, stronger and more loving in all you do from now to eternity. As this day of the Christ Illumination is here, write down that which you are, that which is going to be accomplished by you, and everything you are going to do all the way into the end of the 12th month of this year and beyond. And as you are truthful in this writing, this energy is instantly sent out with so much life force energy that it is given to the hands of the Christ for all to see, multiply into the universe to say, so be it. This is the beginning of a new change of energy of the Christ Illumination. For the truth shall prevail in all you do. Walk the walk of the light of God's truth and watch as the universe brings back the abundance in all you do. Happy times are here with strength and power like never before, and I for one am loving it more than ever before. This ending of the months ahead are not that which we will settle into, but that which will settle unto us to begin our journey of the Christ Illumination. For all. May love be in your heart and peace be in your hands as you reach out to give gratitude for all things and those within whom live among you. Love, laughter and light, Adele, Linsalata.